covered in ashes when they left me bleeding. Is rise of the phoenix, forever succeeding. I'm keeping on grinding, my energy's rising. Transitional crashes no longer surprising. I gave it to source, the old me is dead. Destroying all curses, I live by the bread. I'm holding my head up, I'm standing my ground. The empress arrived, the loss has been found.
Vibe gang, 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 what it do? It's your girl, Empress Pre, busting at you on the mic, sending you love and light wherever you are in your sector of the universe. Welcome y'all to another episode of Let's Talk Baby, sponsored by Bryant of New York Hair Salon, where we have our guests in the house, Bryant and Rock. What up, though?
Morning. Thank you. Good morning.
Go ahead, continue, sir. I seen you starting up. I ain't even gonna interrupt you this time. Go ahead. I'm gonna shoot up.
Well, listen here. I, first of all, like to give a shout out to all my lovely clients who have supported me over the years. I've been doing this now here in Denver for about 20 years, and I've had some very supportive clients. I want to say thank you, God bless, to those people. One of my favorite clients, her name is Genesis. I so remember meeting Genesis. Actually, Rock and I went to a concert, a woman's concert, because it was a markup of all, markup of all women. And actually, I looked around. I stood up and turned around and looked around me, and I saw my whole clientele sitting there in front of me. And I said, wow, I got to get out here and pass out some cards. So the very first client I met was, I think I can only say her first name. Her name was Genesis. She's been coming to us now for the 20 years that we've been in business. Loyal, come every week. And this girl, I'm telling you, she never stopped. We continued with Genesis and moved on to others.
Yes, her mom,
her daughter.
Wow.
Yes, the whole family. That's what I'm building here. I'm actually saying to you that if you come to me, I'm pretty sure you're gonna refer your family, your daughters, your aunties,
Facts.
your moms. This is what kind of business this is. This business actually, her friends, this business actually grows from you. And I want to say thank you all for supporting me.
Absolutely. I'm definitely grateful for all that we continue to give to others, as well as others giving back to us, just your presence alone. Sometimes word of advice when me and Brian is going through and having our little difficulties, there's blessings in every client.
Yes.
There's a blessing. So I appreciate everyone who's coming through, supporting us in all that we do, giving the love, showing the love, we support it back. We give it back.
Yes.
So I'm just humbly grateful. Seriously.
Amen.
Yeah.
For that. Like, for real. That's what's up on that part. You see, you guys, it's unity in the community. You know what I'm saying? We all bring it together. Not only have you guys just been like there just to service me and my hair or whatever, but like I said at the other episode, you're a friend. You know what I'm saying? My therapist. You know what I'm saying? We feed off of each other. You know what I mean? As soon as you go in, you just feel the energy, you feel the love. It's not one of those that how when you go into an atmosphere and it's just a whole bunch of gossip. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. It's that love of family that you can actually feel that you're there for each other, And
let's talk about the music we play.
What?
Come on now.
Child, I'm telling you. And your girl's about the music. So we go in, we can listen to some jazz. We listen to some gospel. We got everything going up in there. You got some reggae. It depends on the vibe that day, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. She always busts it out. And it's just not about what they have and, going on or whatever. She be like, yo, what y'all want to listen to? What we vibing to? We be singing. Y'all want to get up and cut a rug? Go ahead. Ain't nobody even gonna just shy you away from that. It's just that feel of it, So are you guys thinking about having some more stylists come in or anything like that?
in this business, it's kind of tough to find exactly what you need. So I get clients that come through the door and they basically are actually there just to
You mean
absorb,
assistance?
yeah, absorb the vibe. And I really think they're there to learn. All I'm saying is I'm here to teach.
Okay.
That's my next venue. I want to share my gift with the world. I like to share my gift to all who may want it. That's the bottom line. So I'm at that level right now. Coming to Bryant, New York is the place to be. I often hear my clients come in and they usually say, "I just love this vibe in here. There's something about this place. I feel like I'm sitting in Brooklyn already, but actually we're in Colorado." So I'm gonna continue doing what I do, and as well as my wife, do the best that we can to share our gift. I just want people to know that, because coming to Colorado when I first started, I was doing straight hair. I learned how to do straight hair in New York. So when I came here, I kind of felt comfortable, but it's blown up into something really huge, and people recognize who we are, and people come to us for answers and questions. And usually that's what we do. We share the best knowledge possible in this business. And again, we're building our next goal is to build a black cosmetology school, which I have not found here in Colorado. But I feel the energy pushing me towards that. I definitely want to be the first black owned cosmetology school in Colorado. So definitely, girls, I'm the guy you need to come see.
And guys, as
Definitely.
above, so below. We're manifesting that with you. You share with me, Mr. Bryant, when you first started. I'm gonna spin off of you with the black hairstylist, okay? Since you labeled yourself as that, but you do black hair and everything
Yes.
like that. But when you first came, you stated that you worked in, and not trying to call anybody out, but you worked in a certain part of town
Correct.
in Colorado.
Correct.
And please elaborate on the story for us.
Yo, don't get me going, y'all. I started out here in Colorado. My lovely sister-in-law pointed me in the direction of Cherry Creek. So when I arrived here in Colorado, Cherry Creek was a place where everybody went to spend money, to get great fashion, hairstyles, makeup, you name it. And when I got to Cherry Creek, I was blown away. Again, I'm from New York, y'all, but I was surrounded by Caucasian people. So I knew I had to adjust some kind of way. So actually, to make a long story short, I felt like Morgan Freeman driving Miss Daisy. And it wasn't my thing. So I said, I gotta do something else. I gotta put my own spin on things and show people who I am and what I do. So actually, I decided to open up a black salon in Cherry Creek. That's where I started, yo. My very first salon was it Detroit?
That's the street.
Right, Solar Salon in Colorado. And I had a small studio, and I really started to recognize that the studio was blowing up, flourishing. And my clients were sitting out in the hallways. They were really trying their best to get in to see me and my wife.
I wasn't working with you.
Who was my assistant?
Yeah, I would come on the weekends just to assist you.
Yes.
So, but you were doing most of the work. So I only did that so you could come home and do what you have to do at home.
The life of a married couple, y'all.
Yeah, so it went from there, and I moved from Cherry Creek, and I searched for the black community, and I think I landed in 5 Points. I stayed in 5 Points for maybe about
3.5 years.
3 to 4 years, and then we found our final location, which is now located 2408 East Colfax, which is Carmis.
Right there on Josephine.
Yeah.
And Colfax.
Denver.
Well, it's Denver, and
Yeah.
it's across the street from East High School, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm presently at. I have
That's
a
that
website.
late night, y'all. That's
Yes.
that late night. Late night.
I have a website. You can go to bryantofnewyorkhairsalon.com. That's where you'll find us. I'm doing my best to promote and support the salon, but I need you guys. You guys need to step up and know that I'm here and know that Rock is here, and we will service you in our best professional interest.
And again, if you feel like you mentioned this podcast with Empress, you're going to get 10% off.
Yeah.
So make sure you mention this podcast to get your 10% off.
I want to roll back to Cherry Creek. I ain't trying to start nothing. I just want to roll back to Cherry Creek because during the time that you came, I remember that you shared with me the reason why you wanted to start up is because people were turning away people of color because they did not know what to do with their hair, you know, and I want to say thank you for just like stepping up and stepping in, you know what I'm saying? Because even as a child, I know I've experienced that, you know, I had a lot of hair, and my grandmother, I was a grandma baby for y'all that didn't know. My grandmother who raised me, she didn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So she would take me to different salons and they're like, oh no, she has too much hair. We don't know what to do with it. This and that and this and that. So to have salons like yours and for you guys to come up and do that, I really appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you because it's hard to find somebody that you vibe with. And that vibes with your hair, you know what I mean? Because there's sometimes that people can touch your hair and it comes straight out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But you guys do honestly have the Midas touch. So thank you again. Thank you guys for being guests on the show. So
Again, you can find us at my webpage. It's bryantofnewyorkhairsalon.com. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. So it shouldn't be an issue. What I'm proud to say right now, I remember sitting in a bar one night and there were two guys just conversating. And I'm sitting next to them and one guy says, hey man, I found a great place here in Colorado. And I think it's downtown Denver, and I think it's called Bryant of New York. And I said, what? What are you talking about, man? What? I've blown up so much that people are actually saying my name. And that was my very first start. I said, when I get here to Colorado, I'm gonna make sure people say my name. So here we are.
Yeah.
Here we stand today. People are still calling my name. Most of our clients are come by way of word of mouth because people are sitting down and they're talking about a great place to go. So I'm blessed for that. I'm thankful. I'm grateful.
Oh, don't do it.
But I'm grateful. I'm blessed. I just want to say thank you guys for even mentioning me. Thank you for even seeking out my business and coming to me. Thank you, young stylists who also come to us just to learn. Because again, moving forward, that's the direction I'm going in. We're gonna build a Black cosmetology school in Denver. And I want everybody to come out, send your daughters, send your granddaughters. Come on out and support us. Thank you.
As above, so below. As above, so below. 2408 East Colfax Avenue, Denver, Colorado. Even if you're just visiting the Mile High, y'all want to shout out the phone number? Because I know it's by appointment only. You can't just walk in, y'all. Don't do that. Please
The phone
don't.
number is 303-296-5097.
Okay.
303-296-5097.
And again, to reiterate, y'all come by and mention the show, get 10% off, okay? Services. It's your girl, Empress Preet, with another episode of Let's Talk. I'm Ed.
My grandmother always said, you gotta crawl before you walk. And now that I'm walking, My feet won't fail me now. Travel through life and reach an awakening. The journey's been cold, it's time for a reckoning. Abandonment issues kept pulling on my heartstrings. I fired back by accepting what you love would bring. They saw the beauty but try to change it into the epitome of their illusion, creating what our distance be. Calling me funny type cause they don't have access now. And petty's my title cause I refuse to bow down. Hold up, I was surviving when their presence was unknown. Exiled and broken but my will remains strong. I'm not allowing my failures to get the best of me, or the stigma of fear to define my destiny. Covered in ashes when they left me bleeding is rise of the phoenix, forever succeeding. I'm keeping on grinding, my energy's rising. Transitional crashes no longer surprising. I gave it to source, the old me is dead. Destroying all curses, I live by the bread. I'm holding my head up, I'm standing my ground. The empress arrived, the loss has been found.